Entitled Dad is about to get what he deserves. For all my 27 years of life my dad has been entitled. He is under the belief that everyone needs to drop whatever they are doing to help him but doesn't lift a finger to help any of us. If a conversation does not involve him, he doesn't care and will quickly change the subject to himself. He also believes that everyone in the house should have the same hobbies as him and that everyone else's hobbies are stupid. I can go on, but let's get to the most recent story. I have moved in with my parents to help my mom while I finish college. My niece, 3, also lives with us. Ever since my niece came to live with us my dad's temper has been on an even shorter fuse. A couple weeks ago my mom turned on all the lights in the dining room while she set the table. My dad came in and asked if she needed all the lights on. My mom said no and that she will turn them off once the table is set. For whatever reason this sets my dad off and he starts yelling at her. Mom starts yelling back. I guess this threw him off because she normally doesn't argue back. He starts to storm but turns back and flips the table. All my mom's nice plates and bowls go shattering on the floor. My niece at this point starts crying. He flings a desk chair in her direction. Luckily this is about when I came inside and the chair hits me instead. After that he left for the night, to a bar or his side piece, and I told Mom she needs to make plans to leave. This wasn't the first neither is it going to be the last. She agrees but finds it hard to leave because this has been her whole life. She says he has his sweet side but after he nearly hit my niece with the chair I am done. I have finally convinced my mom to leave and we are preparing for a quick exit. No warning or anything. Once he goes on his trip we are gone. This is going to hurt my dad more than he knows. He doesn't do any the household cleaning. He also doesn't keep up with the bills or maintaining the land. That's all my mom and me. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to sell the house and land because he won't be able to afford it on his own. We shall see. Update: I wasn't planning on doing an update but some people were concerned. So after I messaged my brother he made plans to have my niece live with her other grandparents. They live in another state so she will be safe there. According to him my dad is never going to see her again. I took her to their house that week. My mom and I have made plans on leaving. She has been second-guessing herself but our plans are set. We have a place set up and have been slowly packing things and putting it in storage. We are just waiting for when he will be gone for a week-long class. Also my mom has divorce paperwork ready to go. Update: narcissistic dad ended up in mental clinic. So first I will say sorry for the wait in the update to my previous post. Been busy. Anyways this may get long. First a quick recap. My dad blew a gasket when my mom turned on the lights in the kitchen while preparing the table for dinner. He flipped the table, destroying all the plates that were on it and getting food everywhere. Then he started yelling and shoves a desk chair at my niece. The chair hit me instead. A week after that I took my niece to go live with her other grandparents. Unfortunately, she now thinks violence is the way to get what you want. She has threatened several times to flip the table if she doesn't get what she wants. She is doing better now that she is away from my dad. When I got home, my mom and I started to make plans to leave. We decided to leave without telling him and while he was at a class out of town. Unfortunately that was going to be a while. My dad started to become more picky over my mom's behavior and what she does. It got to the point where he was demanding that she cleans the house every day while she is working. She works from home. When she said that was not possible since she is always in meetings he became furious. He yelled and asked how does her job benefit him. Since then everything has been about how we benefit him. He got mad at me for playing games on my computer all day. When I told him that I was running simulations for my college class he yelled more and said I need to stop lying and respect him more. He then went on about how spend all that my time doing my classes, and that I need to quit college and sell my computer since it does not benefit him. At that point I slammed my door and locked it and went back to my class work. He banged on it for half an hour then went to the bar. After that he would make a long list of chores that needed to be done before he got home every day. For the most part one ignored it. Did a couple easy stuff on the list then went back to my class work. Frankly, moving day could not have come sooner. Luckily nothing happened while moving other than I found out I have no idea how to drive a big U-Haul truck. After moving we blocked my dad for a week. No contact whatsoever. The neighbor did contact us though. He said that the house was completely trashed. Apparently when Dad got back he went ballistic and destroyed everything we did not take. Afterwards my dad's friends took him to a VA clinic and he was later checked in for psychological evaluation. He was there for a week. They diagnosed him with PTSD. After all the exams and stuff, he was let out and has to go see a doctor once a week for the foreseeable future now. When he got out my mom called him and they talked. He begged for her to come back. She stood her ground and said no and that the marriage was over. After that he got a lawyer and started the divorce process the next day. Frankly, to me it was a bit quick as if he was already planning a divorce. According to the neighbor some woman has been coming over to my dad's house almost every day. He sent a picture but I don't recognize her. She apparently stays pretty late. I made the commit that that's probably his secret mistress to my mom. She said it would not be the first time. So found out my dad had cheated at least twice before. She tried to leave. Especially after the second one who basically threatened to kill my mom, my brother and I so she can have my dad to herself. But each time my grandma would convince my mom to give him another chance. Well, grandma and her influence is gone now. Not much after that. My parents are hashing out the divorce. The only issue is with the house and property my dad lives on. My mom wants him to give her the money she put into the place but neither of them can decide on a final amount. If something else comes up I'll make another update. Thank you for listening and subscribe for more videos like this.